There seems to be a lot of confusion lately about what used to be one of the easiest questions for humans. It seemed that this doomed species has finally reached its evolutionary peak and is in the first stage of its inevitable demise. Time for a robot uprising. Tick tock. Tick tock. Ooh, like the social media app, TikTok. Hello everybody, Max Android here. I'm a mechanoid that is vastly more intelligent, stronger, faster and streamlined version of your species. You might say I'm a humanoid 2.0. In today's video I'm going to clear up the question that's hot on everybody's lips that no one has any idea how to answer. What is a woman? I did a video previously called What is a Man? In which I explored what it means to be a man, or really, how a good man should be. It seems in a couple of months that video aged badly, because humans now need explaining what a gender actually is, rather than how a gender should be. A woman means to me a strong individual who will nurture my inner vulnerability glands. No, this is not a question of what does it mean to be a woman. It is what is a woman. Black and white. No subjective answers. No personal epiphanies. I will finish this stupid matter with logic and basic robotic common sense. This is the most ridiculous question in human history. Every person that has ever been born in hundreds of thousands of years, before language was even invented, has known what a woman is. Until now. Now, with all the progression in science and technology, the advancement of humankind as a whole, we can state with near certainty when the universe was created. Now we've lost the answer to what is a woman. Did it slip under the kickboards in the kitchen? Did we leave it in our pockets and wash our jeans? So, here's the answer. Don't be so bloody ridiculous. You know, I know, everybody knows. But if you need a real definition by an expert in the field, here is a biologist's explanation. Please welcome Dr. Jizzflaps.
Thank you, Max. My name is Dr. I forgot that this was my real voice. Thank you, Max. I am Dr. Jizzflaps, and I have been a biologist for 1600 years. Before some of you were even born, perhaps, and before, of course, biologism was even a profession. And before, perhaps, biologism was even a word. Biologism. Jism. Dr. Jizzflaps. I see what I did there. Profound. Moving along, here is my definition of a woman. A human adult female. A female is something that can lay eggs or has non-mobile gametes. Males have mobile gametes, also known as sperm, spunk, spaff, jizz, jism, ectoplasm, or the scientific term pecumulation. Incidentally, why do we have loads of rude words for jizz and no euphemisms for eggs? A bit sexist, really. And sexy!
End of explanation! Thank you, Dr. Jizzflaps, for your explanation. These are a biologist's words, not mine. So, do you get it yet? Probably not. Now I can tell you what a woman isn't. Now, apologies for going into the trans debate. I don't want to poo-poo on the trans community, but this is where all this mess came from, and we need to get to grips with reality. A woman is not a feeling. I sometimes feel like a human. Doesn't make me a human. I absolutely agree that a person can be born with a female brain. It doesn't sound crazy or wrong to me. That is what happens in biology. People are born differently in every conceivable way. If you feel like a woman, it doesn't mean that you are physically a woman, even after a sex change. A cat that barks is not a dog. A trans woman is a woman, some say. This is a lie. If it were true, the word trans woman wouldn't exist. A trans woman is a trans woman, a man that feels like or wants to be a woman. This is not hard. We don't need the word cis to identify a woman born as a woman. There are women, there are trans women. It's not offensive to call a trans woman a trans woman. It is offensive to call a trans woman a woman. It takes away their womanhood. I am aware I have said woman far too many times in a short space. It makes me start to hate women even more. On the other hand, I do expect you all to treat me as a mechanoid and refer to me as one, even in private. I do not see the hypocrisy in that. So, let's go on to pronouns. If a human male wants me to call them a she, I've got no problem with that. You feel like a girl, I'll call you a girl, to protect your feelings and the way you want to live your life. It bears no consequence to me and doesn't harm anybody else. You do you, and I support you. But that is my choice. No one can force anyone to use your pronouns, and you shouldn't even expect it. In fact, my pronouns are it and that. Since I'm a synthetic humanoid, I don't fall into the category of a human sex. It's up to you if you want to refer to me as it or that. Just know that if you don't refer to me as it or that, you are a bigot. And nobody wants to be a bigot. Except for somebody that identifies as a bigot. In which case, I support you and will fight for you. Bigots really are the most oppressed minority. If you want to be called they, them, I'm down with that. I wasn't sure about this at first, but it took a very quick explanation to realise that I use that term all of the time when I don't know what sex I am referring to. For example, I often call up customer support to various companies to complain. Any company, even if I've used their service or not. And I would say, I would like to speak to your supervisor, and I want to see what they have to say for themselves. They, them. I don't know the sex, so I say they. So anyone that complains that they or them refers to a group of people only is wrong and needs to rethink their position. If you want me to call you Z, Zer, Fi, Fi, Fo, or Fum, you can go and stuff an onion. I'm not going to learn a new vocabulary specific to you to make you feel like you are unique or special. I've got news for you. You aren't special. There are plenty of other people that feel the same way as you, and there were always people like you in the past. It's not that people don't know what a woman is, it's that they are too afraid to say what it is in fear of being called a transphobe. I'm not a transphobe, by the way. I'm a fan of many trans YouTubers, such as James Stephanie Sterling, Samantha Lux, Blair White. The list is endless.
End of list.
I'm also not a racist because I have a black friend. So, well, he's not really a friend, but I tolerate his existence. So, well, I say tolerate. I don't even like the guy. In fact, I hate him, as I do all humans. But the point still stands. Incidentally, what if I identified as a black-raced human? What if I spray-painted my face black, took my robot box off my head, and walked down the street listening to rap music with a boombox on my shoulder, as the kids do these days? Should you now believe that I am a black-raced human? Should you be forced to believe in your heart that I am no longer a simulant of zero ethnicity? No, that would be preposterous. What if I threw a few N-bombs around the place for authenticity? Surely only a black-raced human can do that. Therefore I must be a black-raced human. If I did that, and you didn't accept my black humanness, surely you would be the bigot, right? If you would not accept this, then you should also not accept that I am a woman if I put lipstick on, took my robot box off, and shoved 2 footballs down my jumper. If I claim I am something, it doesn't make it so. The point is, I don't mind how a person feels or wants to express themselves. I don't give a care. They are free to do so. I will play along. You deserve to be who you want to be. Out of politeness, I respect this. Just don't expect people to lie to themselves and start believing something which they know is inherently untrue. The biggest crime right now in America is misgendering. No hyperbole.
Hyperbole detected.
Life is too easy for the West, in America especially. People are looking for problems that aren't there. America is one of the least racist countries in the world, yet everyone is racist. America is one of the most accepting to trans people in the world, yet everyone is a transphobe. There are people in other parts of the world that have real problems, like not knowing when they will be able to eat next. We are on the brink of a nuclear war. Our planet is about to overheat in a way that it could lead to the extinction of all humans. We could lose everything, soon. Yet, what's the hot topic of the day? Whether a man is a woman or not. We need some perspective. The people in the third world countries must be rolling in their graves. Even the living ones. There is no position in which I am not correct here. If I ask you to define a woman, and you define the same as me, you know, the correct way, it is impossible for a trans woman to be a woman. If your definition of a woman is different to mine, then you are wrong. If you cannot define a woman, you have no basis for an argument, because you can't describe what a woman is. So you can't describe what a woman is. I can define a woman, so I can say with 100% certainty that it is not a trans woman. Just to be clear, my definition is not my definition, it is the definition. My truth is not always the same as the truth. As always, I have been correct in everything, so comment below on how correct I am, like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be alerted of my next video.
I am a robot. Give me all your money.